Assalamualaikum, my name is Ala Nazira binti Muhammad Hadi and this is my group team members. This is our table of contents, which is we're going to demonstrate about step by step to breed catfish in the hatchery. Number 2, practices on maintaining larva growth in the hatchery. And number 3, practices on recording larva body weight and measuring the body length.
Catfish branding step.
The smaller the number, the bigger the needle. Look at the color of the string. Use the medium string. Don't use small one. It is very difficult to inject if the needle is big. The hormone goes in a lot and it cannot be controlled until it's not absorbed. Along the process, we need to hold the fish and angle mass 45 degrees.
Place the broodstock like this. Hold the broodstock with wet cloth and place the syringe in any suitable position. It's highly recommended to inject near dorsal fin because it is easier, fastest and more safe. Inject 0.5 ml for 1 kg female of ovaprim and 0.25 to 0.5 ml of ovaprim hormones for male. Inject the hormones slowly. Also slowly massage the spot. Place your finger before pull up the syringe. Then pull up the syringe slowly. And hold that spot for a few seconds, like 10 seconds. The broodstock is ready to use for spawning. After 8 to 12 hours.
After the broodstock is ready,
Dissect male fish and take out the testiform belly. For female, stripping the belly parts to genital parts and stop if the genital part starts bleeding. Place testis on a dry thin cloth. Chop the testis, then squeeze it on top of eggs. After that, stir well and gently. Then add some saline water to activate the sperm. Lastly, spread the fertilized egg into tank slowly to avoid fertilized egg from clumping.
Fertilizer egg has become larvae after 2 days.
for the practice on maintaining level growth in the hatchery, we use catchment water to change water when the water in the container is too dirty or too dark. Changing the water is more important to help maintain clean water for optimal light preparation and healthy growth. After that, We take some green water to put in the container that contains the catchment water. This green water works to darken the water a little because the larvae are not too stressed when the water is too hot. Then, obscures the view of the fish and can reduce cannibalism. When we score the water in the container, we need to filter the water so that impurities can be avoided. Then we use probiotics to increase the growth rate of algae and make the larvae resistant to disease.
Feeding larvae is also important to make sure they don't starve to death. For post-larva stages, it's important to give them artemia that has been separated from the seeds and shells. Meanwhile, for larva stages, it's pellets such as commercial pellet, tilapia fish, and prawn that have been blended into small pieces. However, it's also important to measure their food using pipette like in this video and drop the food to every passing corner with amount that's suitable to prevent they die because of stomach burst. The dead larvae will be removed to avoid cannibalism happen, which is the larvae will eat the dead larvae because of they were hungry. And they will be taken using pipette and the dead larvae will be counted and inserted inside analysis table. It is also
In
important to
conclusion,
remove
this
any
video
waste
shows
overheated
is
in the
step by
water. It
demonstration
helps
and
to prevent the water
picture
from
given.
contaminated and
Breeding
prevent the
process
fish
need to be
being
done
allergic
with
to the
good
water.
knowledge of
It
breeding
also
to be
helps to
successful.
reduce stress among
Besides,
the
in
larvae
order
in
to
the
maintaining
water.
larval
The
growth,
waste can
the
be
factor
removed
that
using
affecting
small net
larval
and
growth such
pipette.
as water quality, risk of
Thirdly,
oxygen in the
in
water and
recording
nutrition
catfish
provided.
larval body weight, one need to carefully scoop
Lastly,
fish
record
larvae
larval
using
weight
scoop net
and
or
length can be
eyedropper,
done by
which
any
is
method,
pipette into
but
a
make sure it's
suitable
safe for
container.
larval.
10 hatchlings were needed for a batch. Use an analytical scale or balance because it can measure the tiny fish resulting to 4 decimal places. Make sure the tare button is pressed to reset it to 0. Next, weigh a fish on a tissue layer on the balance pan without excess water. After that, quickly separate weighted fish into a new tank and calculate the changes in scale to identify its weight. After few weeks, employee can also weigh grown-up fish with the container, like this. In addition, the feed amount needed by weight can also be sorted by measuring the body length with ruler.